just using my definition, because I'm a lot less misunderstood when I use my defined throat than when I don't. Um, that's what I'm finding recently, anyways. And well, it's my definition, so as a projector, I better use it. I think that this is just is also a really good signpost for how we can use differentiation to the benefit of the community. Use definition, the benefit of the community. I think about things like penta and wall configurations, just ways to make things efficient.
I would like to throw out the idea. I'm getting a very strong physical response to this idea, and so I wanted to do a voice note so that you can hear that in my voice. I created Human Design Commons to be an umbrella for bringing community together for human design research and for projects. And I want to suggest that maybe Human Design Commons can be the overall umbrella, since it already exists in the world, not to the degree that I want, because I've just been waiting. I've been longing for the community to come and take it up and make it what it's meant to be. And I would love it if this were that community, and that we could take Brayton's excellent idea of committees, and maybe the different kinds of community projects can have their own committee, their own committees, and their own domain names, and we can pick the independent domain names for the committees depending on what areas of community projects they are. That's the idea that I want to throw out there for consideration.
Yeah, Megan, I remember talking to you months ago about Human Design Commons, and you've launched it. It's a reality. It's up and running. So I think that it's a natural progression of something that can be added onto or used as an umbrella. Ultimately, whatever you're comfortable with, and then whatever the collective is comfortable with. But I think that it's definitely advantageous to continue, and it's sufficient to continue to build onto something that we already have. And then committees, each committee having its respective space, and then another space where we can convene. I find that to be beneficial.
One thing that just came up, Megan. I just wonder how far you are ready to really let go the HD Commons. Man, as far as I know, you have a defined ego, right? I mean, it's just natural that you want to kind of own it too, right? Or am I completely wrong on that? So there's a interesting contradiction in having something as a communal, common for everyone thing, and being a really good team worker, but still being the representative or the owner of something. Maybe you can clarify that a little bit for all of us.
So I created Human Design Commons because I felt that it needed to exist, but it was never about me. I don't want to be in charge of it. I, for some reason, was just the one who was in charge of bringing it into the world. And we've just been sitting here together waiting for the people to come along to really bring it to life. What's important to me is that I have my place within the commons, but I don't need to be, and do not want to be, am not capable of being the one in charge. It's really meant to grow and become its own thing, determined by the people who form that community. I will be so happy to know that it functions on its own and it's moving at its own pace. And that gives me the freedom to focus on my little committee of specific interests that I would like to focus on. It will be hugely freeing to have.
You know, Megan, what's funny is before these last two messages from you, I had pulled up your body graph in my advanced uh, in my advanced imaging, and I went and I looked at your lines, and I was like, yeah, need motivation. Yeah, no, totally correct. Because the lines, the line quality for your channel of surrender is not one that's going to hold on to something. Plus you're 2-4 with need motivation.